Keeping up with our motto that learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure, here we are with the remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students. Today we are going to start with class 6 science, chapter number 8, our skeletal system and skin. Topics that I am going to cover during this session are Introduction to Human Skeletal System, Bones and Types of Bones. In the picture you can see the organ system of our body. There are various organs inside our body. If we see the anatomy of human body, we can see that there is brain, esophagus, lungs, heart, liver, kidney, stomach, small intestine, large intestines, and many other organs. All these organs have different functions and different locations in our body. The various organs are safe within our body cavity. The human skeleton is a protective shell for all the internal organs, like the brain, which is well protected inside the skull, whereas lungs, heart and liver, which are located over here, they are well protected inside this cage-like structure that is called rib cage. The spinal cord is protected by the backbone. So let us understand the human skeleton system in more detail. Sometimes when we fall while playing or have an accident, a bone in our arm or the leg may get broken. This is called the fracture of the bone. A fracture in a bone causes severe and unbearable pain, and the part with the broken bone swells immediately. A fracture is a broken bone. Most fractures happen when a bone is impacted by more force or pressure than it can support. Picture shows the X-ray of leg and hand respectively. Doctor uses this X-ray to find out that which bone is broken and from where it is broken. Over here you can see, right? The red part indicates that the bone has broken over here, right? Here also you can see the bone has been broken from here. So doctor uses this X-ray and he provides the treatment accordingly. What is an X-ray? X-ray or X-radiation is a penetrating form of high-energy electromagnetic radiation. X-rays can be used to examine most areas of the body. They are mainly used to look at the bones and joints, although they are sometimes used to detect problems affecting soft tissues such as internal organs. Problems that may be detected during an X-ray includes bone fractures and breaks. Here, leg portion of the human body is shown. Different bones in our body have different names. Two such bones are shown over here. This is fibula and this is tibia. So both of them are broken from here. So when the X-ray is taken out of this leg, you can see over here, it is clearly visible that from where and which bones are broken. Doctor uses this X-ray to carry out the further treatment. Students, do you know how many bones are there in a newly born baby? There are total 300 bones in her body. But over here it is mentioned that there are 206 bones altogether in the human skeletal system. So this is the skeletal system of an adult. An adult has 206 bones, but a newborn baby has nearly 300 bones in her body. This is because babies have more flexible cartilage in her body, and as the child grows, some of the cartilage hardens and turns to bone, and some bones they fuse together and combine and form a single bone. So when a child turns into adult, it has only 206 bones. All the bones in our body are not of the same shape. Every bone is different. All the bones together form a framework or skeleton. All the bones of the body along with the cartilage and ligaments together form the skeletal system. We will understand bones, cartilage and ligament in detail in the coming slides. First, let us see the function of skeletal system. There are 5 major functions. It gives the body a shape. It gives the body support. It allows the body to move. It protects the major internal organs of the body. And it also helps in the production of red and white blood cells. Let us understand bones, ligaments and cartilages. Bone is a connective tissue where the living cells, tissues and other components are enclosed within hard non-living intercellular material. Bones are hard, they are not flexible. Bones are composed of 2 main constituents, biotic as well as abiotic. Biotic constituents includes bone cells, whereas abiotic constituents includes calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate, minerals and salts. That is why we need more calcium, because calcium imparts strength to our bones. Cartilage is a soft gel-like padding between the bones that protects joints and help in the movement of the bones. Ligament is an elastic band of tissues that connects the bone to bone and provides stability to the joint. Picture shows bones, cartilage, ligament, tendons all together. So let us understand this. This is the structure of leg. Over here you can see this yellow portion indicates the bones. This is ligament. It is a band of tissues that is connecting bone to bone. You can see over here. This is also ligament that is connecting bone to bone. Whereas cartilage is the soft pad-like structure or a cushion between the joints. It is not as rigid as bone. It is very soft. Whereas you can see over here, these are tendons. Tendons are the connective tissues similar to ligaments. But the difference is tendon connects muscle to bones, whereas ligament connects bone to bone. Let us see different types of bones. There are 4 types of bones: flat bones, short bones, long bones and irregular bones. Let us understand one by one. Flat bones. Flat bones, as the name itself indicates, they are flat in structure. So the bone which is there in the skull named cranial bones, then the bone which is there in the rib cage at the center of the chest, which is called sternum. Then scapulae, which is there near the shoulder part of the body. And finally this rib cage, the different ribs, you can see the flat thin structure which is forming cage like structure, right? So these are ribs. So all these bones are the flat bones. Next is short bones. Short bones are very short and small. You can see over here carpals, the cluster of 7 small bones which is present in the wrist portion of the hand. They come in the category of short bones. Tarsals, which is again a cluster of 7 bones, 7 small and short bones, which you can find in the ankle portion of the leg. These bones are also short bones. Then comes long bones. You can see over here various long bones are present in the arm as well as the leg portion of the human body. Different bones have different names: humerus, radius, ulna, then metacarpal, metatarsal, tibia, fibula, femur, etc. So these are long bones. They are long in structure. And femur bone, it is the longest and the strongest bone in the human body. And finally, irregular bones. Irregular, as the name itself indicates, there is no particular shape of these bones. The bones which are present in the vertebral column, that is each vertebrae, the small vertebrae, as well as the sacrum that is present at the end of the vertebral column. These bones are irregular bones. So altogether in human body there are 206 bones, where skull contains 22 bones, vertebral column has 33 bones, shoulder girdle and upper limbs, it has got 64 bones. The thoracic cage or the rib cage, it has got 25 bones. And finally the pelvic girdle and the lower limb, it has got 62 bones. So altogether there are 206 bones in the human skeletal system. This is all for today's session. Thank you so much.